Alright, so I have been getting a lot of messages. I'm driving and talking, by the way, about a quote-unquote immigrant issue. Now, I guess Black Americans versus immigrant thing. First off, I did not know all this was this damn serious until I moved into the city. So that points out that all this is most likely a city problem. It's probably a reason why a lot of people been moving out of the city year by year. I am trying to move out the city too, but like I said, they've been sabotaging my sources of income. And I know for a fact it's a good chance that I probably going to have to file a lawsuit against St. Louis City about all this. Because like I said, I lived in the county most of my life. I grew up in St. Louis County most of my life. And I never really had these issues. Know that I have been talking to some people I grew up with in St. Louis. Because like I said, I lived out here. And I think I know a handful of people out here. And a lot of this weird shit definitely came from outside of St. Louis into St. Louis. And I said before that I moved into the city back in 2019. Again, before all this, a lot of this weird shit wasn't really happening like that. I made videos of where I believe where the shit started, and I do believe the law enforcement do have something to do with this. That's like I said before, I don't go in on immigrants like that, black immigrants. And first off, let's get one thing clear. We're all descendants from Africa, but do your research about that. Like, Black Americans, or FBAs, they call that. It is a thing. So do your research about all that. Man, if you didn't pay attention in history class, tough luck. I heard they try to get rid of that type of shit in schools about history and shit like that. But Black Americans is a thing, and Black immigrants, they be talking down on Black culture and stuff like that, but they making money off Black culture, all that stuff. I'm not trying to talk about all that. It's about my situation. It's definitely a city issue. The fact that I work in North County, it makes it even more obvious. It's stupid of them doing that. And that's how you know law enforcement do have something to do with this. Because like I said before, there are undercover cops at these jobs. And the fact they keep going inside my car, they got key access to my car, that should be an indicator that it's the feds doing this. But yeah, the immigrant thing, I'm not trying to go too in on that, like I said, because at the end of the day, they take orders from a white man, so it's a slave mentality, I'm pretty sure, because when people outside the state telling me that Missouri can come off as they say it's still a slave state, then that's a tongue twister. But pretty much, take a wild guess who they been using as informants. And besides the idiots, they probably got in trouble with the feds. Just take a wild guess.